What's up, YouTube? It's Analytic Reason, back from a hiatus, a long off season. Um, yeah, man. I just had a good summer. I don't know if you caught my last video. Been doing a little bit of options, looking at the stock market, praying that the economy doesn't crash. Um, yeah, man. You know what? Despite all that, it's time. First game of the season is tomorrow. We got a doubleheader. We got Brooklyn at Milwaukee and Golden State at Los Angeles. Now, if you haven't subscribed, this is going to be the same thing as last year. Last year, I got 66 wins, 51 losses, and one push. I was at right around 56%. I couldn't get my goal of 60%, but listen, that's what this season's for. I'm gonna try again. We're gonna do another 60% uh, goal with at least a minimum of 100 picks, and you're just gonna follow me on this journey, and you're gonna see how I pick these games and why I pick them, and maybe you can agree or disagree. So I'm gonna run down some odds. I'll be using DraftKings, and the reason I want to use DraftKings for these lines moving forward is because they're gonna make um, sports gambling legal in New York, where I am at, and eventually, what I want to do is I want to show you guys sort of like a you know a challenge or something like that. Where I show you actually real money getting deposited in and betted. So yeah, you could follow along, and whether you want to tail or fade, it's up to you. Um, what do I want to say? Yeah, I actually got one pick. I got a lean, and let's run through some of these um prop bets before the season starts. Right. So tomorrow there's a doubleheader, and I like the Brooklyn Nets plus 1.5. I like the Brooklyn Nets plus 1.5. It's going to be the ring ceremony night for Milwaukee. It's going to be a long like introduction. I know that it's going to be a little bit emotional. You got Giannis and you got Middleton. You got Drew Holiday. Uh, Pretty much the whole. I think the whole Milwaukee squad is first time champions. I'm trying to think if anyone else got a ring. No, Brooke Lopez. Yeah, I think they all got a ring for the first time. I think it's going to be pretty emotional, and Brooklyn's going to be there to play. They're going to be there to play. They know that they're just a little bit you know lacking with Kyrie kind of opting out for the season so far. So we'll see, but I think that's a little bit better for the Nets. Um, I kind of like Harden running the point. I like Harden running the point guard. I think that's gonna actually make a clear cut AB, 1-2 punch. And I think Harden's if Harden becomes like the de facto point guard for this team, he's gonna have crazy nights, like ridiculous nights. He might get a triple double tomorrow, and I think that's one of the props that I want to kind of give out. He's gonna have like 14 assists tomorrow. Um, that's a given. If the ball's in Harden's hands for the majority of the time, that's good things are gonna happen. So I like Brooklyn Nets plus 1.5. Um, that's my official pick. I like Brooklyn Nets plus 1.5. You got the it's just there's just too much motivation for the Nets. I think they got too much to prove. Milwaukee's gonna be a little emotional. Plus, they got no Bobby Porters. They they're missing a little depth. I think Harden and Durant's gonna come out pretty sharp, even though it's the first game of the season. And yeah, I think Milwaukee and Brooklyn went. Milwaukee went 2-1 last season, so they won twice. But the both times that they won, Harden did not play. So I like Brooklyn in this one. And if I had to lean, I like the over. The reason I like the over is because I like Harden pushing the pace. And when Harden's running that fast break, there's going to be a lot of lobs. There's going to be a lot of threes. There's, I mean, the ball's just going to be moving. You're going to see a lot of fouls. I don't know this. I don't know. That's actually interesting because are there going to be a lot of fouls this season? You know, are they going? Because like they stopped that crazy like I mean I'm glad they did stop it. That rule where you kind of pump fake and you jump into the guy. I don't like that, but they apparently they stopped it. So I'm wondering if that affects totals. You know, I'm gonna keep an eye on that actually. But yeah, if I had to lean, I like the over because I like Harden just running it, and you know, I feel like when the pace is high, Milwaukee's gonna have to catch up. So I like Brooklyn getting the points. That's probably my best pick. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, I got a special pick for you guys. I got a Well, you know what? Let's just go down. Let's just go down the line. Um, these props, man, I don't really like these props. Let's see the assists. Harden over 8.5 minus 225. I mean, this is pretty much a lock in my opinion. I wouldn't you know pay this much juice to win $100, but because you never know, like Harden could pull a hamstring and then it's a wrap for him in the first quarter. So I don't. I mean, I wouldn't, but 8.5. He might get 8.5. He might get 9, 10 assists in the first half. So who knows, right? Let's see. I don't like any of these. Let's go to game props. No game props. All right. So let's go to some futures. I'll give you guys some future bets. Team futures. All right. All right. So I don't like I don't like this. Why? Because come on, it's it's going to be either Lakers or Brooklyn, barring any crazy injury. It's going to be Brooklyn versus the Lakers, in my opinion. I mean, do I wish another team came out of the blue and kind of took it? Yeah, I do. I wish the Knicks did it. um, that's not happening. So, do I? Common sense tells me Lakers, Brooklyn, probably, in the end, in the finals. What I do like is let's see the division winners. No, the division winners are kind of, they're not too special either. See right here, I don't want to get trapped with this right here. The Lakers. I don't know if they're gonna play these guys. You know, they're gonna do a lot of that stupid that rest shit. I forgot maintenance or whatever the hell that shit is. And I don't know if Lakers are gonna want to keep up. They might just kind of do that San Antonio Spurs thing where they just kind of like maintain, stay in the middle of the pack, and then they all play I guess in the playoffs. But I don't want to take that chance. I don't really like these. Let's go to awards. All right. So this is kind of crazy, right? Because for the regular season MVP, and you guys, if you've been following my channel, I despise this man, right? But for the regular season MVP, I think LeBron James is gonna win it. All right, because he has like this newfound motivation, and it was this right here. He tweeted this in August, right? And pretty much he's like, yo, just keep that same energy, when it's time to play. So I think he has motivation to really prove to people that he's still got it at his age. I think he's 36, 37. I don't. He's probably like 37, but I think he has a good shot, man. Plus 1800 for LeBron James to win MVP, and he got a squad. He got Westbrook, Carmelo, Anthony Davis. I mean, like, who's really scoring here besides Westbrook and LeBron and Melo? But Melo's kind of like washed, right? I'm sure he's just going to be there to be a spot shooter. You got Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore. So all these guys are just spot up three. They're 3 and D guys. Look, Bazemore 3 and D, Malik Monk 3 and D, Avery Bradley 3 and D. Rondo doesn't really, he's an assist guy. You got Kendrick Nunn, but he's not. I mean, he doesn't hold a candle to Westbrook. You got Westbrook and James. They're gonna pretty much carry the team for the whole regular season. You got Anthony Davis, who's most likely gonna get injured sometime throughout the season. Um, I see LeBron James kind of just carrying this team and kind of try. He's gonna try to prove like he's the goat. So plus 1800. You know, do I like the man? No. Do I think he has a good shot at being MVP this season? Yeah, I do. You know, that's probably the best odds I've seen so far. So probably that. Rookie of the year. You know, I for rookie of the year, man, I don't even know most of these guys to be honest with you. I if I would go with anybody, I'd probably be Jalen Suggs only because he looked pretty NBA ready out of I mean, from what I seen, but then again, I don't know. So I don't know most of these guys. Could be some guy out of the blue who wins this shit. So let's see. Most improved player. Most improved player. I mean, Michael Porter is nice. I don't know. Most improved. Who was whack last season? I don't even know why SGA is there. He's nice. Kevin Porter. Nah, I'm not messing with this. Coach of the year. Nah, I can't mess with this. Six man. Yo, I do like Jordan Clarkson. I seen him put in work this off season. He's nice, bro. Yo, Jordan Clarkson is nice. He's he might be the sixth man, to be honest with you. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson might be the sixth man. Um, let's see. Defensive play. Probably Rudy Gobert, but I'm not messing with that. Team stats? No, I'm not messing with this. Player stats. Nope. All right, here we go. Wins and playoffs. All right. So, regular season wins. I got a couple thoughts on this. All right. Mm, I only like two of them, and I'll tell you which one I like. I like the Wizards over 33 and a half. All right. If you could get better juice on this, definitely get better juice on this. But over 33 and a half, I think I like those odds. Okay. So, first of all, let's look at them last year. Okay. They won 34 games last year. Okay. They won 34 games. And the only thing that happened to their team was what is that they lost Westbrook, you know. But now let's look at their squad. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, you got Beal, you got I don't know these guys, and then you got Hachimura, you got Kuzma, and you got Montrell, okay. And Bryant wasn't that bad, so they pretty much replaced a scorer with another scorer because Dinwiddie's nice. I don't. Why would they not win another 34 games? They won 30. They won 34 last year, and all they did was lose Westbrook. Now the odds is over 33 and a half. Well, who got who? Let's see. Let's take a look. Who's gonna suck again? All right. Pistons are gonna suck. Magic's gonna suck. Cleveland's gonna suck. Toronto's gonna be, yeah, they're gonna suck. All right, so the Bulls might be good. Okay, you got the Hornets. They might be good too. The Pacers, they didn't really do anything. All right, so I don't know if the Pacers might just be like right around here too. And Boston hasn't really improved. I don't think Boston's gonna do well at all. Actually, let's see what Boston's odds are. Boston 46 and a half. Yo, they're not winning 46 and a half. 46 and a half? What? Who do they have? Yo, they're not winning. Yo, that might be another. I hope they're not trapping me. Boston is not winning 46 and a half games. Who the hell do they have? Josh Richardson, Smart, Jalen Brown, Tatum, Horford. Yeah, they're not winning 46 games. I would take the under on this. Boston's not winning 46 games. All right. So the Wizards. All right, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add this to my list. Boston under 46 and a half. Wizards over 33 and a half. And I like I like Charlotte over 38 and a half. I'm actually liking Charlotte a lot, and I think they have a good shot at making the playoffs. You know, and actually that's what is it to make the playoffs? I like their odds too. Actually, what's their odds to make the playoffs? Charlotte to make the playoffs. Yes, 175. Yeah, I think they're gonna make the playoffs, man. Them and actually Washington too. Plus 450. I like Washington even better, but they might make the playoffs. Cause look, it's they're doing that 1 through 10, right? And then 9 and 10 is the wild card, and they got to play each other, and then they play the eighth seed. So they got a good shot, man. Hornets, Hornets, and Wizards, because you can't expect the Knicks to do what they did last again. All right, let's take these three teams out. Let's take the Sixers, Nets, and Bucks out because they are just pretty much gonna be running the top seeds. Um, the Heat, I don't know if they're gonna be all that. I mean, does Kyle Lowry really change that team? You know, does Kyle Lowry really change the Miami Heat? I don't think so. Hawks are they might be a little bit better. I don't know. They're just probably going to be right around here. You're gonna see Atlanta versus Miami in the 4 and 5 seed probably from now to like another couple of years. They're not going to be moving. They're mediocre at best. So if you lock these five teams in, just let's just take the Knicks out for a second. Boston's going to drop, right? If you take those five teams, what are the three teams that are going to be moving up? I think it's a race between the Knicks, the Wizards, the Hornets, and the Bulls. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not that big. Why are they 46 and a half? How can you say this is a 46 and a half team? Is it 46 and a half? All right. Let me see what if they're 46 and a half. What are the Knicks? Where's New York? New Oh wait, let me go back. Regular season wins. New York Knicks 42 and a half. So this makes no sense, right? Knicks were in a high. They won five more games than Boston last season, and now they're projected to win less games this season than against Boston. That don't make no sense. This might be a trap. Yeah, whatever. I'm just kind of like telling you my thoughts here. Let's see what the Ben Simmons special is. Ben Simmons special. Ben Simmons to convert the first free throw attempt of the regular season. You know what? I would say yes, man. I would say yes. Imagine this dude, the first free throw attempt of the season. He's in Philly, right? Imagine that shit, and then he misses the first free throw. Dude, he might. That's it's a wrap. That there might be so much pressure on that shot, that first free throw. He might he might need like security if he misses it. So I might go with a yes on that one. All right. Yeah, I think I do like the Hornets though, cuz I was looking at let me go back to team stats. No, team wins and playoffs. And let me go back to regular season wins, all right? So if you go Charlotte, right? If you go to Charlotte, that 38 and a half, you might be saying, "Well, why are they going to win, 6 more games, right?" And who do they really get? Well, the thing is, this team is actually kind of like sneaky loaded. All right? I like LaMelo Ball. He's nice. LaMelo Ball is nice. You got Rozier, he's a dog. You got Hayward, he's a dog. You got Oubre, he's a dog. PJ Washington, he's the simp of the year, but he can ball. Um, then you got Plumlee's okay. I don't know the rest of the depth chart, but they got a sneaky team. Um, and last season, they lost 8 games, 5 points or less, meaning that they lost the game within 2 possessions. I think you know those games could have went either way, and they won 33. So can they win 6 more games? Yeah, you know. So yeah, man, that's probably did I do everything. Yeah, well, actually, there's one more. Let's go to the division. Let's go to division wins. Oops. Let's go to. Mm, is it right here? Nope. Is it down here? There we go. Division winner. Just want to see the Bulls plus 900 for the Bulls. So that actually might be a little bit sneaky here, right? Chicago Bulls, but that's you got to be really low on Milwaukee. Can Milwaukee repeat? Nah, I don't really even like this anymore. The Bulls plus 900. Nah, nope. I'm good. All right, so that's pretty much it. All right, Brooklyn plus 1.5. That's my official pick. I'm gonna get this started. So let's try this 60% thing again, and yeah, man. All right, good luck, and stay tuned. All right, peace.